Guys, go ahead. Feel free to ask your question.
Did you have a tough week last week? Did the perfect way to respond?
Yeah, pretty pleased with getting the win, but still plenty of areas to improve on. But I think the best part of tonight is just enjoying the moment, and then we can worry about next week come tomorrow.
Bernie, man of the match. Yourself last week, it would have been tough after that high of the grand final to come down with that bang. How have you found it?
Yeah, it was pretty tough, making that transition. We only had about 4 or 5 days. Ginger's in the same boat as well, so yeah, it was just good to get a full proper week of training. I thought the combinations gelled a lot more throughout the week, and I think it showed out there tonight.
Do you feel like that was more like this is an side you guys think you can be?
Definitely, yeah.
Matt, what was the most pleasing thing from your perspective?
That we improved in the performance. It was very good.
What areas in particular?
The whole performance was an improvement on last week, and next week will be improvement on this week, without a doubt.
How's Josh Holloway?
Pardon?
How's Josh Holloway?
He's not great, so early maybe dislocated kneecap. We're hoping it'll be better. We obviously have to go for scans tomorrow.
Is he? Does that so? Is he here now, or do you go to
He's
hospital or
still
something? Yeah.
He's in a bit of pain, but he's in leg brace, so hopefully we get some good news. But it doesn't look promising at the moment. But it's probably too early to say yet.
If that was tournament over, Matt, do you look to bring someone else in? Like I know you did brought Ken and Tim in this week.
I think it might be a bit late, is it? To bring anyone else in. Plus, we're pretty happy with the players we've got at the moment, but, and we'd be hopeful that he might be back. If he didn't miss us next week, and we can win and get through, we'd be hopeful that he might be back after that. But it's too early to say until he has a scan. So,
Junior, as a leader this past week, how have you handled some of the criticism and pressure that's come after the loss and turned it around into this?
Yeah, face facts, it was a pretty sour day after last week. But, I still think the boys, how they responded that next day, there was always going to be a lot of criticism around that loss, but I think the quicker we got time to review it, we were able to move on, and it's exactly what we've done. The easy option is just to sit there and find excuses to why we lost against England. But for us, the best option was to review it, get it over and done with, and then we can look to focusing on this week, and thought that transitioned well on the performance tonight.
Did you have to lift a lot of guys up, when you got back to the hotel and stuff? Do you feel like, imagine there must have been a lot of guys the first time they sat down needed it, probably needed it.
Not necessarily. It's a tough loss. But the World Cup, it's a campaign, you've got to move on to the next week as quick as you can, and that's what we've done. We reviewed the game and found the areas we had to improve on, and thought we'd come out and executed those areas quite well.
Ronnie, how did it feel? Looked quite comfortable steering the team around without Anthony out there and taking on that lead playmaker role that, at Clubland, it's Nathan doing it, right? How'd you handle that?
Yeah, I've got a lot of good players around me. They make my job a lot easier, so like I said, we've had another week, to build that combination, and obviously give me more reps with the boys and things like that, because I'm not used to that club footy. But like I said, we're all pros here, and I think the boys have just adapted really well to our different playing styles. So yeah, another game next week, so hopefully we can build.
Was there any concern about confidence and morale after last week, just building that back up again?
No. We were all last week wasn't our grand final. The last game's our grand final, whenever that is. Obviously it meant a lot to England, and good luck to us. They played very well. But we were all, as I said, we're preparing for, as Junior said, a long campaign, not week one. We had to be there week 5 and 6. But we're only looking at week 3 now.
Preparing for next week as well, what is it that you've seen so far that France have done that's really caught your eye that you're looking into?
Sorry, the team or the team?
Yeah, the team.
Because we improve every day. We improve at training. We improve on the game tonight. I don't want to talk too much, but there's belief in our team. We know what we've got to do, and we'll continue to do it.
Is Josh the only injury concern out of that one?
I think Chanel's got strained. And just Yeah, just a few bumps and bruises, but we should be right.
Back.
Jarome, what's it like playing against the team we saw last night with Jamaica celebrating their first try, and again tonight? It's a different experience, I guess, to play against a country that's new and they're just looking to sort of make their way in the national game. What's it like? How would you sort of describe the experience of playing in a game like that? You know?
Oh, it's amazing. It's a privilege to obviously represent your country. We speak about it a lot in Samoa, and for Greece as well, being their first World Cup. It's an amazing opportunity for those guys, and I wish them all the best for the rest of the tournament and for the future of their careers as well. So yeah, good on the boys.
Definitely, and I've got to give Lachlan Ellis a rap, and the hooker, Steve Georgalis, they good on them. You know what I mean? They're trying to do something for footy. Plenty of people don't. I admire what they all did. They scored a very good try.
And so I believe it's Samoa's biggest ever win today too, so that goes back to the 90s or whatever, so it's a little bit of history for you as well.
Cartoons.
So after the loss to England last week, a lot of the boys on social media captioned the words "Whamanga Samoa," which is asking specifically for forgiveness from the people of Samoa. How much do the people of Samoa play into the approach the game? Is it something that you often think about? Because it's easy to say this is for Samoa, but to mean it and to put it on that field is a whole different thing. So, there's Samoans all over the world who are really looking to you guys. Is there a moment for inspiration, especially? I'm from Western Sydney. We have the highest, some of the highest youth suicide rates. So young people are looking to you guys right now because you are the inspiration for young Samoans. How much does all of that sort of play into just what you guys do, or not?
Yeah, look, it's enormous. We're footy players,
Of course.
but we're human beings away from it as well. We're just your normal people, and if we can be role models in that position, I think that's the biggest thing for us, because we understand how much it means to wear the jersey. We know we're not just putting on the jersey and representing ourselves. It's about carrying the weight of the whole nation on your shoulders, and then that next generation and the generation after that. You want to be able to inspire them to chase dreams, whether it's footy or not. But like I said, we're role models. At the end of the day, we go out there for 80 minutes, bash each other, and then we come away from the footy field. We all go to our families, but then this is a world stage, a World Cup, so a lot of people, there's a lot of eyes on us, and if we can, impact 1 to 100, 200 kids who are coming through, I think that's probably a bigger achievement for us as footy players.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, man. Enjoyed it, mate. Cheers.
Pleasure.